Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the Stitching Colourist with Shelley Lewis. So today is June the 30th. I almost forgot the date then. And I thought I would get this video out there. It's going to be the end of the month finished colouring pages. Some of the pages will be included what I did in the month of May, a couple, but I didn't actually do a finished page at the end of May because I didn't do a whole lot in May, but I've done a little bit more in June. Now I did write down how many pages I did altogether. I think I roughly did about 26 or 27, but we'll have a look at the end. So I'm going to do what I always forget to do in these videos, is show you the empties. So yeah, we've got a few empties, a few black markers as well, because I've been colouring a lot in the monochrome colouring books. I absolutely love the monochrome colouring books. They're one of my favourite colouring books to use. So we've got an empty Stabilo Point Max. I'd love to get some more of those because I absolutely love those. So we got that. We've got an empty King Art felt tip pen. Now I had a couple of these, a few of them, but I could only find one. I don't know where the rest of them went. However, I know my kids like black pens, so keeping my eyes and ears open. But yeah, I ran out of that anyway. I've got the XSG permanent mark. Now this is one with a slightly thicker nib. Now I use these ones to do the monochrome books that have got like really large spaces to colour. They only do like a couple of pictures, but they were cheaper to get and I didn't mind using those at all. The only thing when you use these markers is the page goes rather crinkly when you've done it, but to be honest, in a weird kind of way, I don't mind that. So we've got that. We've got a black fine tip permanent marker, and we've actually got two of those. They're a bit like, well, they're a lot like Sharpies, black ones, but they're just a cheaper brand of them. I think I might have got these from Home Bargains, B&M or something. So we've got those. We've got a WH Smith normal felt tip pen. I've had these for absolute ages, so it's no wonder that has ran out now. We've got a Shuttle Art double-ended mark with a broad end and a fine, and this is in the shade Viridian 54, and those are another markers I've had for a while. And we've got a peach colour Staedtler Tri Plus colour. Now those I've had for quite a while. And then you've got your normal Staedtler felt tip pen kind of one, and again these I've had for quite a while as well. So those are the empties, and now I've emptied them, I can put them in the bin. So yeah, I ain't gonna toss them in the bin. I've got a vision, I was gonna toss them in the bin then, but I thought, no, because I know what I'm like, they'll end up being tossed everywhere. So now we get into the books. They're in no particular order, by the way. So the first one, I'm going to zoom you out a little bit more, is Stone Mosaics, and this is book 14, Incredible Sea World. Now I did 4 pictures out of here. What inspired me to get this book out again is I've been going for a coffee around my friend's house, and she recently brought, I think it was one of the latest Stone Mosaics books. I know it's one that I haven't got, and I thought, you know what, I actually fancy getting mine out, so I got it out and I've done a few pages in here. Now I've got like a caddy, a white caddy of my miscellaneous alcohol markers just to use them up, so that's what I've been doing. I've got a mixture in there. So we've got this one, I did that in June. We have this one which I completed in June. These pictures I finished not so long ago actually. I did that one. And for that one, I think I used it was a Crayola permanent marker. And then we've got this one that I completed. And I finished that in June as well. So those are the pages that I've done from Stone Mosaics Incredible SeaWorld book 14. Now I've still got quite a few pages to do in this book. I need to try and see that I can get a finishing with one of my books. Which to mention, I got a finishing with my stitching, but I haven't got that to hand, so unfortunately I can't show you. So the next one is Colour by Number Mystery Mosaics 80s Vibes, and this is by Mali Kokoro, and it's got 34 illustrations, 15 colours, 5 shapes. This is such a lovely easy book to work in. So I did this one. I went wrong on this, to be fair, with the colours. This side of E.T. it was supposed to be a lighter brown, however the brown that I used was really dark, and yeah, I'm just not altogether pleased with the shade of brown that I used for that. So yeah, that did come out of a bit of a whoopsie doo. I did this one. Now, is this like Tetris? My husband all know. He said it's a little bit, so I'd finished that one, and I did this one in June as well. I did this one of Mr. T. Now that one actually turned out a lot better than the other ones did. I was quite pleased with how this turned out. I'm losing my tags on the floor. And I did, and then I've lost another tag. And I did this one as well. Now this one I started when I was at the craft club at the home that my mother-in-law was in. They've started doing a craft club of a Monday morning now for 2 hours. So we go down to that, and I started it there, and I couldn't figure out what it was. But then, yeah, I figured out it was one of the old style phones. So, yeah, that is what I've done in there at the moment. I absolutely love this book. I do want to get more of these. So that is 80s Vibes, Colour by Number, Mystery Mosaics. So the next one, being as we're on a Mystery Mosaic theme, is this one. It's Mystery Mosaics, and it's book 14, and this is by Mindware. Unfortunately, you can't really get these in the UK unless you want to pay stupid prices, I think, from Amazon or something for them. They're only really available in the US or Canada. But quite a while ago now, a few years ago, there were some books that someone couldn't get in Canada that you got here. So what she did was she sent me a few of these books, and I sent her a few of the books that she couldn't get over there, and I sent them to her. So we did kind of a swap thing. So yeah, I did a couple of pages in here. I did this one, and I did this in May, and I just used the miscellaneous alcohol markers to do this of the space one. And I did this one. Now, unfortunately, there's been a boo-boo with this one. Yeah, I've got yellowing. Can you see the yellowing here? Yeah, there's yellowing on the pages off the alcohol markers from the back of that one. Unfortunately, it's a popcorn bucket, you can tell that. But yeah, unfortunately, I got yellowing on that one. So, yeah. Well, best in pleased with that. The good things about these books is you can actually tear them out the book if you want when you colour them, or when you go to colour them. And as well, they just have a couple of pages, but they do have double page spreads. If I can fold this out now, the double page spread, I would probably say it is worth taking out the book to colouring, because it'd be a lot easier. So I might actually keep this book out for kind of a project kind of book, So yeah, that is Mystery Mosaics book 14 by Mindware. So the next one is Mystery Dots by Kira Shersheneva, and I think this is an older one. Is it an older one? I only did one in here because I wanted, yeah, 2020, so it's 6 years old. I wanted to test out some Languo acrylic gel pens, and I wanted to try one out to see what they were like, so I did that, and I did this page with it, so of the flower, and it turned out quite well. They're pretty good for this, you know, for doing the small dot pages. Not to mention I hadn't coloured in it in a while, so I thought, you know what, I'll do a nice page out of there. So that's Mystery Dots by Kira Shersheneva. So the next one, I went to town on this. Like, went to town on it. It's Mindful Monochrome colouring book, and it's by Monochromatic Press, and I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did 9 pages out of here. I think I was just on a roll that day. So I'll show you some of their ones. So I did this one in May, and this one was done with that permanent marker because you've got the crinkling. I did this one of the mandala. I did this one of what looks like a cherry pie. And hello. And again, I used alcohol marker to do that. I did this one, and it says here and now, and I used the permanent marker to do that one. Be careful, sweetie, because you're going to get a paper cut on your face. I did this one, and I did that in May. Can I have the page? Thank you. I did that one. No, you don't want to eat the tags. Oh, you see, you're going to lie down. Is that how you're playing it? Look, I'm doing a video. Oh, he's decided he wants fuss in between the video. Yeah, but I'm kind of in the middle of doing a video, sweetie. Yeah, there's time and a place for everything. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to pause you for a minute because my cat's demanding fuss. Oh! Sorry about that, guys. The cat decided it was going to be dinner time, and he wasn't going to let up until I gave him his food. Oh, God. Anyway, yeah, so I did that one in May. I did this one of the bird, and I did that in June, which, oh, God, reminds me, we've somehow accumulated, is it sparrows or... Oh, they're absolutely swallows, sorry. They're absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful birds. And they've the 2 swallows that we've got, they've had babies, and we thought they had about 3. However, I found out this morning they didn't have 3, they had 5. So, but they're absolutely gorgeous. I did that one. And I did this one as well. So yeah, as you can see, I did quite a few in that one. I would be highly surprised if this book wasn't finished this year. So now we come on to the next monochrome book. Now, I had a bit of a new haul with this book. When I'd ordered it, I got a notification saying that unfortunately it got there might be a delay with it being delivered because the original one they sent had got damaged, so they had to send it back. However, they'd send me a new one out, and if I hadn't received it by this certain time to see about it. So, however, I did get the package about a day later, and so I did get it in time. But when I took the box, I took it out the packaging, this was stuck all on the front cover. I don't know how it got like that. I've tried peeling it off, but I cannot even peel it off. Something really sticky has caused that to get stuck on there. And it's a nightmare. It's a complete nightmare. I didn't want to send it back because, for one, I would have had to wait longer for the book. But second, I did look at the pages, the book inside, and the actual inside pages and inside of the book wasn't damaged. It's just the front cover. So yeah, I was not best impressed with the front cover at all. But I wasn't going to pay to send it back to get another one sent out if the inner pages were alright. So I thought I'll just roll with it. I'm not colouring the front page, I'm colouring inside. However, so this is the new one that I actually found not so long ago. It's Monochrome Mystery Mosaics, colour by number, and it's by D&G, and it's got squares and dots, and it also has 100 images. Now, when I looked at this book, I thought, oh god, that is fantastic, definitely up my street. But they also had colour by number ones as well, and they have different sections of colour by number ones, or you can get the 100 image ones, which has pictures from these different books, so you can see if those books are for you. Now, if I turn it on the back of the page, it does have the images on the back. They're very small, but they're really, really good. I did a couple of pages out of here, and I found that I really, really enjoyed it. So I did this one, and I did it in June. I did this one. I think this one has to be one of my favourite ones I've done up to yet. I did this one, the patterns. I did this one of the circles, which I thought was super, super cute. I really enjoyed doing that. And then for this one, I thought I'm going to try a dark blue, just a dark blue marker. I forgot what it's called. Big Market marker. So I used that to do this one. It actually turned out even really good, even with the dark blue, because it's still a dark colour. And I love this book, I really do. And it's got tons and tons of images to colour in. So, and like I said, the pages aren't damaged itself. So yeah, I think I can, it's annoying, but I think I can let that pass. So yeah, that is Monochrome Mystery Mosaics by D&G. I'm going to have to get one of their colour by number ones to see what those are like, to see if the squares are the same size as they are in here, because if they are, I would like that, because I do struggle with the smaller squares now. So that is that book. So now we're coming down to the last two. So we've got Mosaic Art Inside Home and colour by number, and this is by Saatchi & Saatchi Diva. Now this one has been out for a bit of a while now. I don't know if it'll have the date inside. 2020, so 6 years, same as the other one. And the one that I did in here was this one. And I did that one in June. So I just used my normal felt tip markers to do that, my miscellaneous markers. I only did one in here because I think my other book had come by then, and I was desperate to colour that. So yeah, that is Mosaic Art Inside Home, colour by number by Saatchi & Saatchi Diva. So now we come to the last book. I got this off Vinted. Yay! Because I've got a couple of things off Vinted now, and they do a few stitching stuff and craft, all sorts of craft stuff. And I saw this on there, and as soon as I saw it on there, I thought I've definitely got to have that, because that was on my wish list on Amazon. And this is Scooby-Doo Colorage Mysteries by Hatchet Heroes. Now, as a kid growing up, I absolutely adored Scooby-Doo, loved it. And when I knew that they were bringing this book out, I thought, oh gosh, I've definitely got to get that. This book, however, only has 50 images in, where the older ones do have 100. So I think they have reduced the pages, but it's not so bad. But yeah, because I got this off Vinted, there was a couple of pages coloured. The seller had noted there was 3 pages coloured in the book, which I've kind of forgot, but then I thought, I guess I don't mind when it come, but when it arrived there were actually 3.5 pages coloured in the book. So I finished off the other half of the page. Now I think because the pages, some of the pages that are done in the book, I can't take credit for it, so I will show you their pictures. I'm just going to show you a couple of pictures at the back first. These are some of the images that are in the book that are going to be included in the pictures that you colour. And yeah, I know already that I'm going to absolutely have a blast with these pictures, because as I said before, I've absolutely loved Scooby-Doo as a kid growing up, and these I just love them. I just love them. So I'm going to show you the ones that the other person did at first. Unfortunately I can't say who did it because I don't know who did it, but they did this one. No, I'm not taking credit for this. I didn't do these. The person who I bought this off did this one. They did that one, which I think's really cool, and they did that one as well, and I think's really good. And the half the page that they did, and I finished it off when I got the book, I'll show you this one. So they coloured half of the page and I finished the other half of it, so it was kind of like a buddy colour but I can't tell you who I buddy coloured with. So yeah, if you sell on Vinted and you saw this book on Vinted, just drop me a comment in the comments below and just let me know, and thank you for the book. And the one that I did do on my own was, because I go in order with these pictures, I did this one. Now I used just felt tip pens to do this, my miscellaneous ones. I did start doing the outline with black Posca paint pen, but then I lost my black Posca paint pen, which, yeah, as you, if you remember me saying in the early part of the video, my children love black pens. So, but yeah, so I just went out. I only had a bit left to do, like just the end bit here, so I just got a black felt tip pen and I just completed it that way, and I'm pleased with how this picture turned out. It turned out really good. So anyway guys, yeah, I'm pleased with that book. I love that. I think this has to be my favourite Hachette Heroes book now. So yeah, that is what I coloured. So I did a couple in May, but I did most in June. I did have a lot of fun working in these books. I absolutely loved it. I did finish a cross stitch, which I've put away, so unfortunately I can't show you that, and maybe I'll show you in a future floss tube. But yeah, I had a little break from stitching, and I've done a bit of colouring instead. So yeah, really pleased with those pictures, and I hope to get more done in the month of July. I have actually made a start on some pictures for the July. I started it yesterday. So yeah, so anyway guys, that is where I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to get this lot put away, get some breakfast, get a coffee because I've had neither yet. And I've got a busy afternoon ahead. So yeah, I'm going to get this lot put away, get this video uploaded, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the rest of the week wherever you are, and I hope you enjoy the cooler weather if you've got the cooler weather now, because here it's gone a bit cooler now, thank heavens, because that was just way too hot. It was just, yeah, just too hot. So anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, please feel free to give the video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that, and it helps to get my channel seen I've been doing YouTube for like 10, 11 years now, so yeah, it does help to get it seen, so I really do appreciate it. And I appreciate every single one of you that do pop along to the channel and that. So yeah, so I'm gonna get going now, and I hope you have a great week and weekend, guys. So see you soon. Goodbye for now, guys. Bye.